Oh yeah, here we go. 8 minutes late because reasons, but it's fine. We had issues getting Danny in, but we're here. Hey, F4 season 9 round 6 Abu Dhabi. It's race o'clock. Well, quali o'clock, and then another loading screen, and then race o'clock. Yeah, how we doing? It's Wednesday. Yay. I've had 2 races already, F3 and F2, Monday and Tuesday. If you like the look of this, then go and watch the other ones. They're probably quite good. Can't really vouch for F2 because I kind of just drove on my own, not getting DRS or race. That was fun. But we're loading in F4. This might be one to watch, one to remember. Will we see someone crash at the pit exit? Who knows? How many penalties will we see in the pit entry? Probably quite a few. This is going to be good. Very, very nice indeed. No idea what the pole time's going to be. No idea if Mitch will actually load in. If he could, that would be great. Nah. Sod it. This is fine. There's no way we actually have 2 people watching. We have 2 people watching. Okay, right, let's ping the stream. Can't be having this. Absolutely can't be having this. No chance. Right. Share. Copy link. Big up the Discord. Best networking tool in the world. I don't care who's leaving the pitch yet. Let's see. Christ, I don't ping streams. Where's the chat? Race streams. Woo. F4 and all that jazz. Pop the link in. There we go. At YouTube notifications. Bang. Right, okay. Let's get some stuff up on the screen. Bonus of me doing that is our lead driver, Stephen Trodden, is already halfway around the track. From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. Abso-fucking-lutely. Oops. Poor choice of words, David. Come on. Could be children watching. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, Stephen will be our first driver going for an outlap. And I put tyres on because I had a feeling we might see a couple of people on mediums. So we'll keep them on for a little bit. Oh, don't do that on your lap, Stephen. Christ, you think you're a Williams or something in 2021? Anyway, we'll hop on board with the Visa Cash App 50% off blue light card, green card, shiny blue passport racing team as negotiates turn 1, leaving quite a lot of room, respecting the white lines as he just wants to get a valid lap on the board, and I think that's fair enough. He's not actually using any battery, so I'm gonna hop ship. I'm gonna watch Jake, who is using battery instead. He's really broke a little bit too much for that corner and kind of mounted the curb, which do it at your own risk. But sending it down this first of 2 consecutive DRS straights as he's died, and the braking boards have died as well. That's going to be fun. Who's next? So Williams. This is Charlie Krishna. It is. Can she negotiate? That's the question. No. It's kept the lap valid, but yeah, anyone watching who's like, oh, look at the rulebook, you should back out from this one. There you go. It is a purple sector too. I mean, it should be a red lap, but it is what it is. Anyway, on board. Let's go on board with Nick Petrovic instead, who is currently 3rd in the championship after getting a P3 in Monza. He lost out to Mitch, who won that race, as Championship's tightened up a little bit. I think it was when we have some cars go in. Stephen 26.8, the no battery. That's pretty good. Yes, anyway, Charlie Christian 22.8 and Nick 23.0. So it's not too bad. Harry Spencer at 23.3. We've got a Haas. That is Kais doing a 23.9. Let's hop on board with Robert. The Soul Mercedes. He's opting to box. We've got Elite on the mediums. 29.6. He's definitely backed out of that. Anyway, Bart used his deploy 25.0. And then we got Danny Saris. There we go, lovely stuff. I think he did periodically race last season. He was I think I took him in for Sauber and seemed to perform alright when he was here. But now he's in F4. So it does not seem too bad on the pace, and more actually. 24.0 on mediums is pretty good. I think the delta's quite high between the two here. We've got Alfie, yeah, he's shot up to P3. Look at that, lots of times already. I think Bradbury's next. Go on, Stuart. Had a good race, I think, last week, if I remember rightly. So I look over at the cheat sheet. Yeah, he came second. That is a very good race for him. Put him up to P10. Over half of his points this season were scored last race. Actually, 2/3. That's pretty cool. Is Charlie gone again? No. Is anyone actually going again? Maybe Stephen. Spent the battery this time, and he's at 24.5. That's a good improvement. Probably now look to box, I think, speaking of which. Harry will be... Fuel lights on. Watch it, sunshine. Don't you be getting warnings at that pit lane. Alright, Kaiser's in. Anyone actually going for another lap? I think Elite probably, yeah. So there's a backed off lap and a 25.1. It's last of the current submitted times, but it's alright. Bart's going into the pits, and yeah, you see what I mean with the track limits? It's just invalidated for basically no reason. We should have a Mitch Snape maybe going again. No, he's going to the pits. I'm full of stuff. Can't use the chosen words of choice, really. Bakalik, that's up on board. We'll stay on board with Bakalik. David, I did the link for the F1 stream to be pinging YouTube if you can. No. Unlucky, mate. We'll be stealing all your viewers. Only joking. There it is. There you are, sunshine. Whoa, 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 Daniel, that's a whoa. There are better ways to obtain a Rolex than just simply driving into a wall that says it. Yowzers. Yeah, I mean, driving into the Pirelli board with tyres like that might be the way to go. I don't know. Let's not hop on board with Bakalik. I don't really bless people, that's what I've learned. Alright, Stuart. Sector 1's about dead even. Seems to have got a pretty nice exit. Minimum speed looked good. He ran it wide. Just what you want to see is he does have an RB up ahead. Hopefully he won't block him. Goes a little bit bumpy over that raised part of the curb and compromises entry a little bit. We'll have to see if it's going to do damage to his lap time. The lack of battery might, but should be alright really. Harry Spanswick has left the session. He's a Steam user, so you should know that he can just join back. However, Stuart's invalidated. Unfortunate. Harry, by any chance, if you do need an invite, just ping me in the old Discord, and we'll get one sorted out for you. It's got the F4 chat, so I don't miss it. That would be horrific. Invite me, please. Yes, sir. Invites and requests. I should have you added. Manly Cow 55 wants to be my friend, and with a name like that, absolutely join the friends list. Alright, let's see if I can find Harry. Bang! There we go. Stuart's left. Right, okay, let's try and get an invite to Stuart. I'm sure this Mercedes lap is so incredibly good. Or is it Stuart or Stephen? Shit. Game's crashed for Stuart. Yeah, that's not ideal really, is it? Do I even have Stuart? Don't know. No. Can't do anything about that. Let's see, my EA. Let's just go off the pause menu. Let's find someone who looks like they're on a lap. So Jezza. No, he's not on a lap. Elite. No, you're not on a lap. Come on, someone. Got invitations to send. Hey, Bart, there you go. Congratulations. Alright, Harry wants a backup invite. Yes, sir. I have you added, I can do that. Yay, there you go, just in case. I'll do the same for Stuart once he's added me. I think I have you, don't I? Yeah. Let's see. I don't think you do. Unless your name is not the same as what it is in mine in the game. Stephen. Oh, you do! I was so wrong. Nice. There we go. Stream quality must be a tremendous. There we go. Right, there we go. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, maybe not. I was just going to be like, oh, Jake's not set a lap time yet. Let's look at. Let's go on board. And to my surprise, he's done a Latifi. Hello, Jezza. Right. What can Jezza do around the final corner? Down to 4th. Not quite as punchy on the exit as you probably want to be, but it's a half a tenth improvement, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Right, I kind of got to figure out where everyone is, so I can see what their laps are. Alright, Nick. So 23-0. Hey? He just... I don't know. I thought that was exactly what he'd done before, and it might have been. I'm not sure. Mitch is he's getting ready for another one. Is this War? War's going through the chicane, but what about Kais? No, he's not deploying. Okay. Danny, hop on board with the Ferrari driver. Okay, 3 temps up at the sector 2 line. That's pretty good, and it's looking pretty smooth through the hotel section. It does wash a little bit wide. Really have to attack that second curve. He's still got a lot of ERS left, but he's used most of his deployment, so it's not like it's gone to waste. Bit of a squirrely exit, and he does lose some time. Stays 6th. Could have been a bit more. I think, yeah, one of the V-carbs has just started. I like that's Steven, which is having lots of fun. Who's that? It's done a Raikkonen for his former team. That's interesting. Anyway, I actually should probably watch Drivers on a Lap. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Where's Jake? Jake's going in the pits. Jezza is going in the pits. This is just no one who likes to do qualifying. Woohoo! Back a leg. You know what? Stephen Trodden, my man in the V-carb. We're going to stay on board with him. We're actually going to do a little bit of broadcast camera, mix it up a bit. Now we're going to go back because the camera's rubbish. We're going to go back again, see if the camera's any good. Purple to sector 2. Very nice. Very, very nice from the V-carb. I'm not sure if it is actually a purple sector 2, but if it is, hey, well done. Might be running lower wings. If you are, you do kind of get a free purple sector 2, and then you're best part of a second slower around the rest of the lap. So, well, it just seemed like he hooked up the hotel section quite nicely. So we'll see as he comes to the line around the final corner. Decent power delivery, and what's going to be up to the line? 6.5 tenth improvement, P9. We'll have enough time for one box, one run. Very nice. Nick's invalidated, and he's low on fuel, so he's not going to go again either. Elite is invalidated. Oh, come on! I believe, but you are my beacon of hope. Also race for my team. So you get a bit of commentator's bias for your troubles. Slow down. Robert Jovanovski, bit over a tenth of a second up at the moment. Make that nearly 4. Very aggressive entry to this left-hander, but you know what? It's kind of stuck. And I'm all for this this qualifying aggression. It's not something that I'm particularly proficient at. So unfortunately messed up the line a bit there. That is also suboptimal for lap time. You can avoid doing that on your lap. You will find seconds. Unfortunately, it looked good. It looked pretty promising from the Mercedes driver. It's not at the best season so far, but it's looking good. Anyway, Jake Bamford currently yet to set a lap time. Last time I hopped on board with him, he was in a wall a couple of corners from now, so I'm sure he'll be looking to avoid that. So he's being very careful, and for the sake of just getting a time on the board, yeah, fair enough. However, I don't think he'll have enough time to complete this lap, get round again, box and go again in time, so I hope he's fueled up for another one. So it's a 24-0, only P13 at the moment. Stuart back in the lobby now. I will send a backup invite after he's finished this lap. I don't want to distract him. Unfortunately, it's not improved. So I will make sure Stuart has another invite just in case he falls out of the lobby again. There we go. See how considerate. Wait until he's done his lap. Kais, about even so far. Still about even after Sector 2. Used a lot of his battery. Still deploying, but so I'm going to get the most straight line speed below 10%. You do recharge a little bit round here, at least enough for the final straight. Really nice and aggressive on these curbs. I think he might have lost a little bit on the last one, but he's got the right idea. No one really maximising the track width on entry here, and it's definitely time to find. 23-0, barely behind Nick. Everyone now gearing up for their final runs. Who will be first to the line? It's going to be Jake Bamford once again. But we've just watched him do a lap. We haven't watched Bakalik do anything successful yet, and he's running a fine line here. He will have time for 2 laps. So if he makes a mistake here, he can back out, let that gaggle of cars behind him through, and have enough time to go again. But it's not a particularly favourable position to be in. However, that turn one was quite nice. Kind of lacking a bit of power out of the exit, using 5th instead of 4th, but the line's spot on. And this could be something good. It says it's purple sector 1. It really rotates the car nicely there as well. It uses a lot of exit room. He's getting pole. This is going to be a 22-6 from Daniel Bakalik at the death of the session, provided he doesn't screw up. If he screwed up now, he'd have enough time to recharge, but his tyres have kind of seen their best. Alright, it's probably like a 22-8 now that he's had that little drift. It's still good. He's getting a slipstream. Alright, we're up to a 22-7 now. So we're live guessing his pole time. And I'm just saying, if I nail this, someone needs to get me like some chocolate coins or something. Just mail them to my house. Bakalik does seem on it, apart from that little mistake at the chicane. This has been a very solid lap from the V-Carb driver. Had a bit of a fall of grace this season. He looked like a championship contender. Currently sits 4th, 57 points behind Charlie Krishna. Oh, it was so close as well, but it's still pole. And honestly, I'll take that as far as a prediction goes. I'm just going to stay on board with Alfie here, who's yeah, he's backed out. He's not improving. Everyone else is just sort of crossed the line. Oh, Mitch. Whoa, Mitch. There goes your lap time, my friend. You're second in the standings. You're my favourite for the title. For the record, I said before the season began. He improves by 2,000s. Wow. Take a bow. He's starting P9. Robert's invalidated, and he's done that. Wow, he's kept the car damage free. Fair play. Barton Outing. Bit of a race prodigy. Definitely better in race trim than he is in qualifying. I think he'll improve this lap in the 23s somewhere. And he goes 7th. Nice. Okay, very nice. So who have we got next? Nick's invalidated, and there are some cars over there, but I don't really know. I'm just going to watch Charlie Krishna as there is traffic ahead. They've both gotten out of the way quite nicely, so fair play. Charlie favouring third gear through there. This looks quick. I don't actually know if she was up or not at the time. It really nails that apex and gets a good run up the final corner. And it's a 22.4. Wow. Alright, fair play. That's a very solid lap time. Elite's invalidated. I think this is it, to be honest. Everyone else just kind of driving around for fun now. Yeah. Where's Elite on track? Just here. He's got Harry behind him, right? Yeah. Just take it to the line, lads. That's what we like to see. Whoa! Beautiful. And then this Haas and a couple of other drivers just having their cars put to bed. Come on, Tabs. Tabs is he's in a strong position. P3 is a pretty nice place to start around here. Especially if how turn 1 is. It's always got a tendency to make someone go wide, which could be his ticket to second place, and a nice slipstream down the back straight. Charlie Krishna is the best part of 3.5 attempts clear in P1. Bakalik joining her in the front row. Then you've got Nick Petrovic and Kais in P4. Very nice lap from the Haas driver. Harry Spanswick and Alfie Edveen third row. Bart Nouting and War. What is it good for? Getting P8 apparently. And then you've got Danny Saris, who's quite new to the tier, has raced last season as well, accompanying Mitch Snape on that 5th row. You've got Jake Armstrong, Stuart Bradbury, Stephen Trodden, Jezza, Elite, Jake Bamford, and Robert Jovanovski rounding out this qualifying grid. No one really did that poor of a lap, which, considering it's Abu Dhabi, is pretty good. So we should see some decent quality racing. Wow. It was safety car paradise last week at Monza, so we'll have to wait and see. Oh, I need a Monster Energy speed one. Oh yes, there it is. Beautiful! This is what we like to see. Sweet. So you can see that Charlie Krishna has turned on some form of traction, which might be assisting her this race. That's fine. I'm pretty sure like the pace would have been about the same anyway, because the assist takes time off. Anyway, we have 4 marshals at the back and 5 red lights, and it's a long ass hold up. But we are go, it's away. Woohoo! Abu Dhabi. It's not quite dark yet. Who is going to take turn 1? Charlie Krishna, and Kais has had a mega start. Okay. Going all the way up to 2nd place. Same with Harry Spanswick. Nick Petrovic in a little bit of trouble. But speaking of trouble, Harry Spanswick, yellow flag sector 1, all the way to the back. Are we going to see any murders into turn 4? Yeah, it's looking pretty clean, but the front 2 have gone. So that's always nice. Let's get some tyres on. Crikey, a lot of position changes already. Elite's on the softs. Nick has murdered all 3 braking boards on lap 1. Right, okay. I know at least Mitch Snape will not be happy about that because he runs no line. Bart Nouting gaining a place on Alfie. Is that going to stick? It seems like it is. That's good. Right then, going through this sweeping left-hander here. I definitely didn't make a mistake here yesterday. Whoa. Could do such a thing. Don't go near that inside curb, kids. That's my friendly word of advice for the day. Anyway, it seems like Nick probably having a bit of a compromise start because he started on the hard tyres. But honestly, I think it's the preferred strategy. Hards feel so good around here as Robert Jovanovski is round. And I did see that Jack Bamford was slow, so maybe having to take avoiding action in case he ran into the side of the stricken Mercedes car. We've seen Jezza go for a move down the inside here. Here we are. On the Ferrari is... I don't think he quite cleared the Ferrari, but actually it seems like the Ferrari stayed on track completely fine. That's Elite dropping on the sauce, which is not what you really want. Front two, have they broken away from DRS? Just to get to the telemetry on. Yeah, okay, and Nick's having to really spend here. Moore is, he's harvesting. Potentially looking for a move on this next DRS straight. We'll stay on board with the Haas driver as he gets a really nice run through that chicane. Will get DRS, and if AWS wants to get out of the way, thank you. We can see that, yeah, the Haas is, made good of his medium tyres, and to be honest, made a really good start. I think he's up 5 places. 4 or 5. Something like that, maybe even more. I'm going to check. Yeah, 5 places. Very, very nice. So, let's see what he can do. Race pace seems good, but he has to bridge the gap to the top, guys. Speaking of which, Kais has not had a very quick sector 3 and has dropped to Charlie Krishna here, who's at 25.5 fastest lap. I'm pretty sure I didn't even do that in F2 yesterday. So it's pretty quick. Bakalik, another big loser at the start of this race, unfortunately in P7. Did not get the start he wanted and just kind of got 8 up from there. Look at this mighty train. Is anyone going to send a dive? Nick is. And War is actually able to hang it out around the outside, but won't get DRS. We might see both drivers here go for a move. Nick is currently alongside Danny Saris. Wise to just let this one unfold in front of him and try and just slot his car in an available space. Is he going to get a double switchback? He's got one on War. War being boxed in. He does have DRS, but Nick moves across to cover the Ferrari instead, and the Haas is through. This is good racing action so far. A lot of cars fighting for this final podium space as Stuart Bradbury has been disqualified for being parked in a dangerous location. I can only assume he was beached, and I think we've just seen an end plate disappear off of the Sauber. Is that correct? Just have a little look. Someone's missing something somewhere. These guys look clean. Unless it was Mitch. Ah, it was Mitch. Well, what's happened there? He's just gone into the back of someone from the looks of things, and this second group of drivers are now going to get away in this fight for P3. I think Kais is going to have quite a lonely race, and the same for Charlie as well. But it's a lot nicer having a lonely race in first than it is anywhere else. Hello Aidan, welcome to the stream. You're about to see a Ferrari overtake a Haas. There we go, down the inside. I think Nick has given War a little bit of a kiss. Might have unsettled the Haas a little bit here, but fight's not over yet. War is about to be declared on Ferrari. Ferrari customer team have had enough. It's their time for domination. Personally, Haas looking very good this Grand Prix. It has to be said. P2, P3, double podium. Oh, wouldn't that just be something? Really sticking it to Ferrari and like, yeah, you see these parts you were selling to us, we're using them better. Unlucky. So we'll see Alfie Edavine and Jake Armstrong get past Bart, I think. Maybe a mistake from Bart there, running wide or something, I don't know. Doesn't seem to have any damage, he's still in a decent position. Can't be the worst. Harry Spanswick, good recovery up to 10th already. Pace seeming very good in that Aston Martin. But he's not going to get DRS, and I swear to God if I see another Aston Martin really, really good pace, not get DRS in the space of 2 days, not going to be happy. I don't think he will be either. Okay. I'm interested to know what happened with Stewart. I'm wondering if he got beached or something. Or if the I don't know, penalties seem really funky around this inside chicane as Danny a bit ambitious, trying to go for what was not quite enough space on the inside of Warren. Did make contact. Danny now able to get past, and unfortunately for Nick, he's just having to watch at the moment. Mitch doing quite well with the damage that he has on his Alpine. It has to at least be substantial because the end plate is missing. So we'll see what he can do. Probably just watch until the pit stop phase. But it's going long, so hopefully a safety car or something for him, as I think Jake Bamford's made a mistake in the long sweeping left-hander at the start of Sector 3. This is what? Turn 9, turn 10, something like that. Anyway, there's a pretty nice fight brewing around here, I can't lie, and wow, that's a Sauber. That's a Sauber in the wall. Nick Petrovic minus a substantial amount of front wing as he 180 spun it into that sidewall there, and he absolutely clouted the front end of his car, so potentially race over for him quite early on. Oh, Jake Bamford retiring, and that isn't a pits, right? Yeah, alright, cool. I just had to check. Backlick's boxed. That's also something I didn't realise. Yeah, what's really going to suck for Nick is he started on the hards and the mediums won't make it to the end. So he's got a wing change as well as 2 pit stops, basically, ahead of him. That's not fun. Really not fun at all. So we see a move at the back between Bakalik and Rob. So we have our DNF and our disqualified drivers leaving the lobby. Haven't seen anything in the F4 chat to say, whoa, big bug, big issue or anything like that. So we're carrying on. Yellow flags, that's Barton outing. What's happened to him? Another spin through the, yeah, I think he must have made another mistake through this hotel section. That probably confirms the first one that was slowing him down was also a mistake. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be glued to this fight for P3 for the entire time. However, as a new contender for it is Mitch Snape in the Alpine, looking poised to strike, even with the damage. It can't be hampering him too much. Bakalik, unfortunately, 3-second penalty there is probably a bit of a greedy line through turn 4. That little left-hander before the hairpin that these guys have gone through. Everyone's staying as they are for the moment. War with a superior amount of ERS and looking to deploy it. Yeah, okay, he is. How does this look in the rear view of the Ferrari? It looks pretty scary, and War is through on the outside as Robert Jovanoski not having a good race, it would seem. There's unfortunately not as much Mercedes presence in F4 currently, as the team has had a bit of a reshuffle, and I think they are currently looking for a driver. Ooh, Danny Saris looking for grip. The mediums will have dropped off at this point massively. That's probably why Mitch is having no issue keeping up with these guys, despite the missing end plate. Yeah, after Mercedes having their reshuffle, I think they are yet to find a F4 driver. New team principal, Callum Pearson, F3, trying to rebuild the team. His original team principal left. Some F2 guy who might be commentating the stream as team principal for 11 minutes before being snatched up by Aston Martin. And yeah, Mercedes not looking too good at the moment, unfortunately. Hopefully they do bounce back. What's Tabs doing? Does he know how to drive? Yeah. He is third in the standings, but it's not been a great showing from him. There's a little bit of moving under braking there from Danny. Thankfully Mitch wasn't braking too aggressively, otherwise he would have chopped a bit more of that Alpine front wing off. Is Mitch going for a double move down the inside? It would seem so. I just don't think he's got the front end to really fight around this corner. I think any moves he makes need to be into the chicane. Anyway, let's watch someone else for a bit. all we've been doing is watching these guys, and it's not fair on everyone else. We do have Harry Spanswick still 3.2 seconds behind the next sign of DRS. He really is pushing, and he's gapping Stephen Trodden, who is on the superior wear hards. So, yeah. That exit's not going to help him either. And I think Jezza might be eyeing up a move potentially on the next ERS straight. Keep an eye out for that, but unfortunately there really is just one group that's taking my interest more than others at the moment, and it's fair to watch them now when there's going to be an overtake, right? So we'll hop on board, as I believe it's going to be from P3 to P5 for War. And then honestly I wouldn't be surprised if it goes from P5 to P3 after this chicane. Abu Dhabi is it's a funky place. I don't think the exit's good enough for War here. It's able to just spend every single lap with the battery. Alright. Oh Christ. It's only a matter of time before there's a crash here, I'm pretty sure. Mitch really liking the inside line and stays slotted in. What about Jezza? Jezza's not close enough to make any moves. All this fighting though is inviting Jake Armstrong in Williams to have a little look here, and Alfie Edeving's trying his best to get on the back of this as well. So it might soon become a 5-car DRS train if Alfie can continue pushing. I think it's worth the ERS spend here. We've got yellow flags, that's Jezza. Spun round in the hotel section, catching a lot of people out. Off camber, double left-handed section. He's managed to knock off both end plates in that McLaren. That is going to be a box for a new front wing and a set of hard tyres. I will also just preface as well that the pit lane track limits are very, very bugged on this track. So if anyone gets surprise warnings going into the pits, that can be appealed. You'll just need to send your full lap that you box and the race director, and you'll be fine. So you see Danny getting overtaken by Mitch. Danny without DRS open at the moment. They've actually gone to the back of Kais in P2, so this is now a 5-car train. I think rather unfortunately for Alfie, he's going to start falling away from this if these guys just behave themselves, which with a larger train is quite likely. So unless you're the car tailing the one without DRS open, you can't really do anything. You just kind of have to sit and hope someone gets a bad exit. Kind of screws up a move. Speaking of moves, Stephen Trodden on Harry Spanswick. What's happened there? Just channeled the power of hard tyres and has made a move. But I want to see this between Bakalik Elite and Nick Petrovic here. As Nick broke late, Elite broke even later, and I'm pretty sure also broke his front wing. I saw a bit of bodywork come off. I think it's a minorly damaged front wing on the Ferrari. Would not be surprised to see him drop away at all. So we see Charlie, Kais and Harry Spanswick all box. So this is going to bode very well for Kais and Harry specifically, because Harry was tailing the group up ahead, wanting to get in some form of DRS. And I think he'll be okay. Not with track limits like that, but he's come ahead of this group. He's got clean air in front of him. He won't get overtaken, I'm sure. He's undercutting these guys. So Danny Saris effectively was leading this race. If I didn't pause to look at Stephen do a gnarly power slide through the chicane, it would have been Danny. But everyone needs to box out of this group on the medium, so I guess just Danny and War then. Danny and War need to box, as War has unfortunately spooked himself a bit. I think the other guy is braking. I'm yawning a little bit earlier than planned. Right, okay, Danny, it's racecraft time. Go in the pits. Good lad, very nice. And War is the same. All right, cool. These guys are not wanting the undercut to be any more powerful than just the one lap, so that's smart. Kai's getting 3 seconds will not help his race whatsoever. That's unfortunate for him. Still looking pretty good. Spartan outing here on the medium tyres. He's Now got a box. Both Aston Martins have now completed their strategy. Harry Spanswick going off. That might be another warning if you got one on the pit lane as well. He's under pressure from Nick. But he could use the inherent pace of that Sauber, get some DRS and then try and drop. We'll see. See if Jake and Mitch are eyeing up any fights. I know that Charlie's just got past Stephen Trodden with DRS. I don't think Jake will be able to get a move. Don't think he's even really trying, to be fair. Will Stephen hold on to Charlie though? This could be quite good for his race. I think the pace difference might be a bit too high, but hey ho. Anyway. War versus Danny once again, as I can see Kais up in the distance, and look how much time Kais has pulled. It's crazy. Alright, I don't think that move was on, I'm not gonna lie. War looking to expand the realms of track limits. Harry has been overtaken by Nick, but honestly if he just sort of stays there while Nick's not slow and gets a clean move at DRS, then that should be fine. Hopefully Nick will realise that this is not his fight now. He's got to make another stop anyway. We shall see. I think Harry can get it done. He does look quite pacey, so this will be interesting as Nick ghosted for that. Wow. Crazy. All for a bit of a tank slapper, he's ghosted. Right, well anyway, we'll sort of wait for the camera to change. There we are. War versus Danny once again. War really good at harvesting the battery, and to be fair, Danny's got a lot as well, so this could be quite an exciting scrap. War probably just wants to close onto the back of the Ferrari and then execute the move after the chicane. This isn't Danny's recharge light flashing because he's got no battery. It's just flashing because he's using medium deploy in 8th. Danny's got a pretty reasonable exit here, but if War just wants to press the overtake button, that'll be it really. He's going to go for the move anyway. He's reasonably alongside. Decent amount of space given as well. Just trying to hold it down the inside. Traction control working hard to keep that Haas pointing the right direction. He won't quite get the run, unfortunately. Harry is now back ahead of Nick, and that is a reasonable gap to have. Charlie has improved her personal best lap by the best part of 2 tenths of a second. Which really just outlies the pace she had on the mediums. She now wants to get past Alfie in the Sauber, and really could have chosen a better place to do it than there. Bit of a clumsy move, seeing as there is now a DRS straight. And I don't think Alfie was fully expecting the nose of a Williams to appear on his inside in turn 2. We'll see. I didn't get a good look to decide whether or not someone was potentially at fault for that. Yawning a lot today. What's going on? Jezza and Nort are quite close here at the back. They're not fighting for any points, but could potentially be quite a nice scrap. Speaking of scraps, pretty much guaranteed one here between War and Danny. Danny again with the better exit. War with the hot lap. He's slightly further back this time and recognises that. So he's squirted a bit of battery, put it into overtake. Sent another one down the inside. Quite a lot closer between the two this time here. War with the slightly better line than before. Just loses the rear slightly and can't get past. Charlie again trying to get past Alfie in a weird place. I can understand the pace difference, but patience is a virtue here, and this I'm sure Charlie will eventually get past cleanly, but she could be best part of 2 seconds up the road if she waited last lap, so I'm sure we'll just see a cheeky little late dive through here. Gets the DRS as well, and up and away, there she goes. Stephen Trodden versus Kais. Stephen yet to box. He'll probably be in the next couple of laps. He moves out of the way to let Kais through. Nice and responsible racing from the V-carb driver. He knows it's not his fight. How big is the hat in the rearview mirror of Danny? Reasonably. What's going to happen here between these two then? I think Backlick happy to let Nick through. Nick the murderer of breakboards. Two! Well, hey! I've been brewing that sneeze up for like 3 laps. Backlick comes back out on top. Seems like these two are working with each other. Won't be able to get anywhere back near Harry Spanswick, who is on a bit of a charge. Unfortunately has a 3-second time penalty for track limits. But yeah, we've still got currently 4 cars in the top 10 yet to pit. So this fight between War and Danny is still on for a P3. Charlie getting past Jake. I don't think Jake's really looking to fight his teammate there, I can't lie. He just wants to follow her for a little bit if he can. Doesn't get the best exit, but we'll get a double dose of DRS. Just to help him out a little bit. Charlie, next lap will be able to get DRS on Mitch as well, I believe. The pace is looking very good. Look how much she's cleared on Alfie in that lap. Should have just waited. Should be even further up the road. Should be by Mitch now. But it's fine. Anyway, Stephen once again letting these guys through, identifying it's not his race, and that's completely fine. Backlick not giving Nick any trouble whatsoever. So we're seeing a lot of cooperation. It's not cross-teaming, it's just common sense. Stephen getting 3 doses of DRS, and Backlick and Nick just wanting to try and claw their way back up the road. Both not having the most... well, both not having the best races so far for being 3rd and 4th in the standings. It'll be interesting when these hard tyre runners box, which Mitch has done now. I might be a lap early. Mediums do not like this track, and this track eats those tyres alive. It'll be interesting to see when Mitch pops out. I reckon it'll be between Harry Spanswick and Backlick. So not a bad position at all. He's still got 3 cars in front of him to box, so this is provisionally P6 that Mitch is emerging in here. He's elected not to change that front wing, so the damage is minor. We'll have a very, very nice grip on those mediums as well. So we wish him all the best on his conquest. I think it would be quite reasonable for Mitch to get P4. If he can get up to... actually no, probably P5. I forgot Stephen hadn't boxed yet. Danny ever so slightly out of shape through that chicane. That probably won't result in any form of move. But an outing though. Looking like he might get past Elite here, as he does on the superior medium tyres. Elite having to box earlier than well, what the strategy would have broadcast to see gear damage, which is not ideal for the Ferrari. It's going to feel like a long day in the office for him. Not really a lot of fights to look at. So once again, especially with a helicam, we will just watch Danny and War exchange blows. Although, Kais, I know it's on a car yet to pit. Alfie probably just hoping that he can stick it out for a safety car. Stephen Trodden, victim of the pit lane. I will just say again, if you get warnings and penalties for just entering the pit lane normally, then yep, send a full POV of that entire lap that you boxed on and the race director, and your penalties will magically disappear. Isn't that nice? Kais really looking to clear this. This kicks Albert before the braking zone, and does so. Danny staying behind in the Ferrari. Doesn't want to overtake War yet. What about now though? Who gets the better run out of the chicane? I'd say Danny did. I think that's just a traction control diff. I don't think Danny runs any. Easy War flat on the accelerator as... that looked like contact, but I didn't hear the sound of contact. But the Ferrari did kind of skate wide, so I'm not sure. But anyway, Danny's ahead, so even if there was contacts, yeah, no biggie. Danny got the place anyway. Elite being very polite. Letting Jezza through. We've got shaky helicam. Yay, he's followed us. Oh, Danny. Front wing is quite an important part of your car. He's having a very good race up until this point. Now he's going to have to box. He will fall outside of the points. Takes it at mediums to the end. Very, very unfortunate for him. So once again, there's a severe lack of safety cars. Alfie's in the pits. Wonderful. As is Jake Armstrong, obviously Danny and Nick Petrovic coming in as well. So Nick getting off at those 12 lap old mediums, put a fresh set of mediums on, and we'll just sort of go to the end. Right, Mitch, this is going to be a slam dunk. Harry Spanswick not looking to fight this one. Just wants to use Mitch as a bit of a DRS buffer at the moment. I think they'll fight for P4 later on. Got a good gap behind, but yeah, you never know. Especially some of these other drivers who've just pit for fresh mediums. Stephen Trodden being one of those who already made a move on Elite. Definitely get back into the points here and potentially gap the 3-second range that he has currently. We can get that removed, I'm pretty sure. Saw him get the penalty in the pit lane. So as long as he doesn't get any other warnings, that'll be fine. Absolutely charging through this corner on the quicker tyres. Probably loving life right now. Harry able to stick with Mitch as well, which is pretty crucial. But further back, got 3 cars. Stephen Trodden being in the middle, definitely wants to get past Jezza. Quite like seeing the rear view of the other drivers going through this part of the track. It's pretty an interesting set of corners, it has to be said. Stephen with a full tank of ERS as well. Just put it into hot lap, so he will definitely look for a move. Just doesn't want to accidentally rear-end anyone because he's got that much of a base advantage. Could afford to brake later, but you don't really want to do it unless this is a safe space to do so. We're about to see Stephen Trodden get himself into the points on track, but he's got the pace on these fresh mediums to clear 3 seconds, I think. I think he's definitely got the pace to get on the back of Daniel Bakalik as well. It's 1.7 seconds up the road, so 7 attempts to get DRS, and he's there really. Very nice line through the chicane. He's got most of it already. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed from Stephen. Go back on board with Harry Spanswick until I see those Hasses get within a second of each other. That'll be interesting. War looking ever so slightly quicker than Kais. Let's see. Harry masking a drift very nicely there. The car definitely went a bit sideways. Let's see. The track sounds really quiet for some reason. I think it's just where the cameras are. So I think Harry's best shot of getting a podium here, assuming that his penalties that he has will stick, just be to overtake Mitch in a few laps and then try and run off. He's doing it now. I think Mitch's mediums will still be better. Mitch looking to take the inside at this second part of the chicane. Will do so. He won't get DRS. He's spending anyway. I don't know about that, to be honest. Just take the L for this lap, honestly, and use the opportunity to recharge. You saw Harry spend quite a lot to get into your range. Oh, shaky helicam. Sorry, I just got to drop everything to watch this helicam with Parkinson's. Oh, that is lovely. But both V-carbs are rounding out the bottom reaches of the points so far, but they are being followed by McLaren, who doesn't have penalties. Again, not really. Oh, hang on. Charlie Krishna's just boxed again. Is this a self-imposed handicap? Or does she just not think her tyres will make it to the end? She did box at the end of lap 10. So with 8 laps remaining, including this one, Yeah, I still think mediums are probably the best choice, but she's got like 9 seconds to gain. Well, to be fair, Kaiser's got a penalty, but again, that could be pit lane. This is going to be interesting. Mitch has made a pretty regular DRS pass on Harry Spanswick. Gets the car slowed down quite nicely. I think at this point, to be honest, any time from now, if I were Harry, sort of lap 23 onwards, it'd be time to drop the hammer and really go for an aggressive move. Will we see Nick go for an aggressive move here on Elite? No. He's recharging, so... definitely wants to get past now. He's just seen how slow that Ferrari's gone through the chicane. 18 lap old hards doesn't seem like a fun experience, to be honest. I'm going to keep it on gap to leader for a bit because I'm interested to see how much of a gap Charlie Krishna can close. She's got past Harry Spanswick, now she's got to get past Mitch Snape, which should be quite easily done. If she just exercises patience, I'm sure she'll be fine. Mitch running off wide, Charlie just going for it. Mitch very aware, he knows that she's gone alongside. He's used a brain. So well done to Mitch. If I was Kais, I think I would be slowing down to let Wall get DRS, and then exchange DRS for the sake of for the team. The team result, that would be the play. I think Wall really needs to get within the DRS range of Kais here, as Charlie has gained 3 seconds since coming out of the pits. So not even 2 laps. Charlie can still win, despite running a 2-stop. So that'll be interesting. If Charlie wins the 2-stop, that's, I think, slam dunk drive of the day for me, I can't lie. Very impressive. War is nearly in Kaiser's DRS now. Kais just needs to continue slowing down. I don't think he's doing it intentionally, but hey, you might as well just let your teammate in at this point. I wanted to see what Charlie's fastest lap was. Bart got a 3-second penalty. I think it was a 24 or something. But anyway, very, very, very quick from the Williams driver, who can already see the Hasses up the road, and they're not that far away. Charlie, if I were her, recharge throughout all of Sector 3. It's the mechanical grip from the tyres will be way quicker than what the USARDs are offering at this point, and then deploy everything on the straights. Mitch has really got away from Harry here. There's a 2-second gap now between him and the Aston Martin driver. I think that gap might increase. I have a hunch. And that gap might increase slightly. Wow, I'm so good at blessing drivers. Unreal. I don't think Luke will appreciate me cursing one of our drivers that much, but I can't help it. Well, I honestly can't remember if Danny was already ahead of Stephen or not, but congratulations on sort of hanging out around the outside. Oh dear, Jake's a ghost. Can I get an invite? Yes, you can, if I have you. That's a question. Probably not gonna like when you come out. I don't think I have Jake added. Do a cheeky refresh. Maybe that'll do it. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Aha! Ouch, that really sucks for Jake. Oh no. Out of the points because his AI has absolutely screwed him over. Unfortunately, that one is a welcome to the F1 game. And throughout my time of merely inviting Jake, Charlie's about to take the lead again. She's been on these mediums for 4 laps. How has she's done it on 0 deployment? She's hurt. She's absorbed the advice and definitely didn't just have the bright idea to do that herself. Oh no. God no. We don't really need this on gap to leader anymore, do we? What was the fastest lap? 24.5. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Well, we might as well see Charlie take the lead. Meow. She might even get DRS on Rob. Maybe. Oh. Maybe not. Maybe yes. No, Rob just getting out of the way. Okay, fair enough. It's masked that fumble into an act of sportsmanship very nicely. Mitch with a gnarly wheel spin. As unfortunately for Harry, he will not be getting Mitch anytime soon. So I guess it's now down to which Haas wants to finish second on track. I don't know if Kaiser's penalty can be removed, if it was one of the pit lane ones. I mean, the only one I can verify at the moment is Stevens. Currently in P9. Which could be an important penalty to remove if he can get within 3 seconds of Bart here. Choosing not to send a move on Danny Saris at the moment. Probably quite wise. What's going on further back? These three well, they're fighting for a point, I guess. Although, in Jez's mind, as he nearly loses the car, he just needs to stay within the 3 second penalty range. Jake's left again. Right. He might have just seen what his AI has done to him and thought, you know what, I really can't be arsed. And to be honest, wouldn't blame you. At all. You're not on that. I'll try again in a moment. Although, we are on lap 27, you might not actually on the invite. We'll see. Hello. War is in hot lap. Now he's not. Okay, he's not sending a move on his teammate. Might just decide to finish 3rd on track. Never mind. I think he's been let through. Yeah, he's been let through. Oh, that's quite nice from Kais. So I don't think Kais fancies his penalty getting removed then. Otherwise he wouldn't do that. Good sportsmanship there from Kais. So let Wall have that one on track. There's only 6 drivers with that penalty at the moment. For the sake of just getting Jake back in case he wants an invite, I'll give him one. Or I won't. Doesn't appear to be online. Well, I tried. So, yeah, I think penalties are going to kind of screw over any on-track fights on this, what will be penultimate lap. Wait, is the penultimate lap? It's, everyone is... No. Everyone's just kind of chilling at the moment. Bart's dropped off for Danny, so nothing's happening there. Both Hasses are quite happy with the positions they're in. We've got Rob, Nick, and Jake all pitting for fastest lap. Wait, what? Was that his AI? Right, okay. I think it's AI. Right, fair enough. Well, anyway, we're about to go on the last lap. Show pens. You know what? That's a great idea. There we go. Just a bunch of 3 second penalties for everyone apart from Nick, who's got 6, and Rob, who's got 9. I can say that Stephen got at least 1 warning for pit entry. That wonderful bug. So I can see potentially 3 seconds getting removed from him if he hasn't generated enough warnings from non-bug related things to give him an actual penalty. Not sure about everyone else, I can't lie. Probably a couple of others in there who've had the same treatment from the game. Asses are just staying as they are. Or are they? Nope. Was quite happy to let his teammate through, but I get a feeling, just kind of get the feeling, he'll be going for a move back. Yep, there we go. Nice and easy. Alright, fair enough. I guess they wanted a bit more action before this race was over. Fair play. Will we see Backelick go for a move on Steven down the straight? He's trying. Don't think he knows that Steven's penalty might be removable. Ugh, have to see how the chicane goes. Pretty decent for Steven. Anyway, we hop on board with Charlie Krishna. Drifts it over the line to take a very commanding win round Abu Dhabi. And it's a Haas 2-3. Very nice for them. Very good points haul for the team. Mitch Snape comes across the line P4. Harry Spanswick will eventually take 5th, followed by Alfie Edeveen, who, both Harry and Alfie recovery drives, not bad at all. Barton Outing, I said he was better in race trim, and he's proving it here. He's, Rob's, might just want to reverse across the line. So Rob is facing the wrong way still. We've got Steven versus Daniel all the way up to the line. Quarter of a second separates two V-carbs. They will get shuffled down as Jezza and Herritz P9 on track. Penalty dependent for Steven, at least. Alright, fastest lap watch then. Will Nick take it? Yes, he will. 24.3. Elite just decided to stay out on the hards. Won't get any points. There we are. That is a race. There we go. Another win for Charlie Krishna. It's win number 4 of the season. Got P2 in Imola after stewarding and did not get any points in Monza. Wow. It's yeah, there's not much to say apart from Charlie dominated so much he could do another pit stop. Right, that's pretty good. Anyway, race director. I won't pan through at Mach 10 today, just as people are probably going to want to see about pit lane stuff. Away. 1, 2, 3, 4 front wing changes. That's not many, actually. That's not many at all. Rightio then. That's what we like to see. What a race. Another crushing victory for Charlie Krishna in the Williams, who are absolutely running away with the constructors' points in F4. Although, one thing I want to point out, Haas today got themselves a very nice 33 points. Coming into this race, they only had 14. So they're looking to go as high as P6 from that move, which is very, very good. Definitely beat Mercedes. They didn't score. I don't think Red Bull got anything too crazy either. So very good from the Haas. And yeah, don't know what else to say really, apart from Charlie Krishna able to do a 2-stop and really extending that championship lead once again. Yeah, I'm sure the fight for P2 in this championship will be good when we sort of figure out who's actually in contention for it in a few races' time. I think Mitch currently in P2. He's drawn a bit more of a gap on Nick and Daniel Backelick, so we shall see. Anyway, I'm not doing interviews today because I'm ill and I really can't be arsed, not gonna lie, so we're just gonna leave it here really. If you want to see more Abu Dhabi, then we just had F1. Yeah, you know, go and watch that one too. We had F1, yeah, F1 today, F3 on Monday, and F2 on Tuesday. So very, very nice indeed. Where are we next week? That's the question. Bahrain. Oof. More desert. Very nice. Yeah. So if you want to watch more of this, make sure you subscribe, join the Discord, and all that jazz, and tune in on Monday, 7 PM UK time for a nice bit of F3 around Bahrain. That'd be very nice indeed. Until then, we'll see you next week.